In this video, we'll cover the second S.O.L.I.D principle, that is open close principle. Okay, so what does it mean, open close principle? The open close principle requires that classes, function, or module should be open for extension and closed to modification. Modification means changing the code of an existing system or class or module or function, or extension means adding new functionality. We should be able to add new functionality without touching the existing code. Okay, just take an example. Suppose we have one function, check user type, and this function is taking one parameter like role. Okay, inside this function we'll write some condition. If role equal to admin, then do some stuff related to admin. Okay, same way we'll write condition replace with else if role equal to, we'll make it super admin, and here we'll make it guest. Okay, so suppose we have this function take user type. Okay, and based on the role, actually we are performing operation. This, if a role is admin, we are performing admin related activity. If we role is super admin, we are performing super admin related activity. And if role is guest, we are performing like guest related activity. Suppose in future if we need to add one more condition, if role is equal to general user, so again we have to write like this, right? Else if role is equal to general user. If you observe carefully, this piece of code we have added inside the existing function, right? Means from 21 to 23 line of piece of code we have added. Means here we are violating the principle of open close. The open close principle says that we can't touch the existing code. We should add new functionality, right? So how we can how we can follow the open close principle? So what we'll do is we'll write individual function like function check for admin. In same way we'll write function check for super admin, function check for guest, and we'll write this condition here actually. Equal to guest equal to super admin. Suppose if we have code like this, check for admin, check for super admin, check for guest, in future if we need another condition to check for general user, directly we can write one function check for general user, right? This will take role as a parameter, here as well. If we follow this design principle Actually, we are not we are not touching the existing code. We have added this new piece of code. Means we didn't add any piece of code inside this function, inside this function, inside this. We have added newly piece of code that will not break any existing logic. Okay, so this is nothing but your open close principle. If you see carefully this check user type principle, check user type function, this check user type function follows the rule of single responsibility, but it violates the open close principle. Okay, so what we'll do in new application, I mean in new code, we'll remove this piece of code in place of this, like this. Okay,